Might want to put a tweet out.
I can't access the link to the cast one from here. I'll type it in here.
I'll just...
I can't access
Okay,
the link to the
there we
cast
go.
one.
We're on here.
Hey,
I'm going to mute that. Hi, Dave.
it's your boys. Long time no talk, Mark Robinson, on the show. This is Retro Corner 64, by the way. Your chronological look at every game released in English-speaking territories for Nintendo 64.
What are we doing here, Dave?
This is not one of the better ones, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I've never played this before.
Midway, synonymous with kind of like... This was... The N64 was the real part of the golden era of mid-tier publishers.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Fighting games on the N64,
Uh-huh.
it's not really a thing. I know there's Fighter's Destiny. After that, it's all just varying degrees of awful. And Midway are guilty of... Did they do... was it Biofreaks, I want to say?
I can look that up for you in a minute when I banged out this tweet.
Yeah, it was either them or Acclaim as, you know, mid-tier publishers back in the 90s and early 2000s. Either way, yeah, this is War Gods by Midway. It looks like a kind of arena fighter, not unlike the likes of Virtua Fighter and Tekken. I'm going to indulge my shelf. I'm going to indulge
yourself as well while you're indulging the shelf.
I'm going to turn down the volume, make sure we're right there. I'm going to put fatalities on. Not that I'm going to have a fucking clue how to do any of them, but the mere mention of the word fatalities leads me to presume that we're dealing with probably some sort of Mortal Kombat knockoff. Now, we've already played a Mortal Kombat game as part of our N64.
It didn't go right.
Didn't go very well. Hopefully
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
It was
Oh,
the
yeah,
trilogy.
the trilogy.
The trilogy.
Sorry, I was still having horrors thinking about the ROM that we have of Killer Instinct Gold.
Alright, let's have a look at the... Well, I can't because I've only got... What the fuck? Look at the state of these graphics.
Is that Anubis, the Egyptian god down the bottom? Please pick Anubis.
That is Anubis. I will be Anubis. I mean, we are dealing with gods here, so...
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Wow, I am loving this.
I'm
loving this.
I'm pretty sure that one of those characters was just Blanca, but it was the Street Fighter, the movie version of
Anubis versus Press Start.
Okay.
How did...
Let's just take... I mean, when I think of...
Press Start, the god of arcade multiplayer.
When I think of the god Anubis and his walking cycle, I don't quite imagine him walking quite like this. Does he walk like that in the street?
I'll tell you what, as far as like the actual movement of fighting games we've played ROMs of so far, it's handling better than the other two.
I mean, it's relatively...
You're not moving through treacle.
No, it's relatively smooth, in
Yeah.
fairness. But
It's just the game itself.
Yeah, does Anubis walk like this in that Dragon Ball Z film?
He's not... You see, he's not actually Anubis, but he's kind of like a...
He's about as close to it as you can get.
He's like, you know, fucking... as if they were trying to legally distinguish themselves from Anubis, as if there was copyright on Anubis.
I mean, it's not like the Japanese have never not been known for, you know, abusing the copyright laws.
Would you like to hear a bit about War Gods from our friends over at Wikipedia?
Not really, but you're going to tell me
I'm
anyway.
going to tell you anyway. War Gods is a fighting video game originally released to arcades by Midway Games in 1995.
So is this an arcade port?
Yes,
Okay.
ports for the Nintendo 64. Well, the Press Start is a big kind of...
I suppose, yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of a gimmick that you include regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost, by the way.
Ports for Nintendo 64, PlayStation, and Windows were released in 97.
we have Warhead, Tak, Valor, Alakin, Voodoo, the god Voodoo, Maximus, Pagan.
Go to pagan. Is that what pagans believe in?
Maybe. And whatever the fuck this
I
lad
am
is.
loving the god of cyborgs up in the top corner.
Isn't he in Takashi's Castle?
Like him, that exact guy.
Not that exact guy, but some version of
He
him.
may well be. In the game, players control one of 10 fighters who have been given great power by a mysterious ore that crash-landed on Earth from outer space. The object of the game is to defeat all the other fighters to become the most powerful warrior on the planet.
Alright, okay.
This might knock your socks off, Mark, but the game was heavily influenced by Midway's Mortal Kombat series.
Shut the front door.
And features controls similar to the Mortal Kombat games, as well as the series' signature fatalities. Unique to War Gods is the 3D button, allowing users to use the background foreground for additional attacks and evasive maneuvers. Let's just skip down here and we'll talk about plot, shall we?
Tell you what, Evo fucking missed out on this year.
So the plot of this game, many years ago, a spaceship carrying precious life-giving ore crashes to Earth. The chunks of ore scatter across the planet, and over the years, 10 humans each find a stone of the ore and are transformed into powerful beings, the War Gods. And now they're fighting each other to possess all the stones. So this is like fucking your Chaos Emeralds, Infinity Stone, MacGuffin.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Fucking... To do this, the player must beat the other 9 fighters.
Can I punch you off the edge?
And a clone of the character the player has chosen before going on to fight the sub-boss Grox and the main boss Exor. Would you like me to run you through a little blurb about all the characters here?
I mean,
Seeing as there's not exactly that much innovative gameplay to talk about. I mean, I love Kabuki Joe. Sounds like...
I need you to talk just because all that is probably going through the microphone at the moment is me hammering these buttons trying to get any kind of fucking anything to work.
Kabuki Joe.
You know, I'm going to be pagan.
Kabuki Joe sounds like the name your old da would give to the guy that owns the Pan-Asian restaurant down the street. Ah, you know your man, Kabuki Joe. You know casual racism. That's what it sounds like.
Oh boy.
So the characters. Ahukin is an evil priest who, after having a vision, sent his slaves to their death diving into his tribe's sacrificial well to reach the ore for retrieving the ore himself.
I just want to point out, right, I'm pressing left on the D-pad and she is, like, sitting down.
Cool. Anubis. After uncovering a hidden burial chamber guarded by the ore in the Valley of the Kings, his body was captured by the ore and his soul was cursed to return as Anubis. Psi-5, a cyborg from the future implanted with the ore.
Right, I see what they did there. That's good. It's great.
With the ore by scientists who are unaware of the ore's true power, Psi-5 seeks additional ore to achieve greater human consciousness.
Dive kick.
Kabuki Joe is a medieval samurai who seeks to master the power of the ore after it causes him to slaughter his own men in a rage of fire and fury. I would argue Kabuki Joe looks more like if you were trying to do like a remake of the TV movie of Stephen King's It, and you could only use the stuff that was already in the house as your costume.
Yep, that, and he looks like he might have been an extra on the show Banzai. Did you ever watch Banzai?
Yes.
God, show. Mr. Shit. Fuck's sake, cat. Leave Totoro alone. And I've lost. Thanks a lot.
Maximus, you'll be shocked, is a gladiator who killed his opponent in battle and his masters, escaping with the ore and fighting for all who have been enslaved. Pagan is a mistress of the black arts who finds the ore, which increases her hunger for power and destruction. Tak, who I believe is this guy.
This prick.
A stone idol brought to life by the ore as the avenger of a lost civilization.
As usual, fighting outfits for women in the mid-90s. About as practical as you can get.
Vala, who you're playing as, a warrior princess who stumbles upon a piece of the ore while taking shelter during a storm. It transforms her into a Viking goddess who rules the realm of ice. Physical likeness portrayed by Kerry Hoskins, who did the modelling for Sonya Blade.
Wow.
In the early Mortal Kombat
Well, I suppose
games.
Midway probably had contacts.
Yeah. Voodoo, an evil Caribbean witch doctor who is killed and thrown into a swamp containing some of the ore, which brings him back to life as Voodoo, god of the undead.
Amazingly, that makes that 2 fighting games on the N64 where there's one character that's based on like a voodoo witch doctor. Because N64... Clay Fighter 63 and a third has like a voodoo witch doctor who lives up to like a bunch of racist stereotypes.
Great.
Yeah. I'm fucking getting destroyed here.
Warhead, a former soldier who was a product of an explosion due to a failed attempt by the government to merge nuclear weapons with the ore. Physical likeness for Warhead, portrayed by Brian Glynn, the physical actor for Shao Kahn. The cat is on one there.
And I think I've swallowed a furball. I'll leave it to it.
I wonder how he's going to get out of there.
Oh, good. I'm going to fight someone else now. Good. The fucking state of this background.
Is Voodoo, like, I'm looking at Voodoo's character model. Is it like racist group?
I don't know. He has bats. He has a projectile, which is good enough for me.
His projectile is bats.
What?
No, what?
Fuck. you want to spam that fucking teleport anymore, love? I mean, she basically looks like Shiva. No, was it Shiva? Yeah, it was Shiva that was the like, screaming banshee lady from Mortal Kombat. I won a round.
Hey.
I mean, he just looks like a Caribbean predator. Dive kick, dive kick, dive kick. Keep dive kicking. Throw the bats. Get over here. As long as I win one round, we can finish this, because this is not my idea of fun. This is not what I want to be doing on a Tuesday afternoon, when I could be playing Breath of the fucking Wild.
Damn right.
But then I could probably say that about most of the N64 games. Damn it! Oh boy, that was like a full-on Killer Instinct combo. She got the same fucking pose and everything. Fuck this game. Fuck this god-awful 3D Mortal Kombat clone. Absolute piece of shit. Which they fuck up again with Mortal Kombat 4 when try. This is basically what they probably prototyped as Mortal Kombat 4.
It was like, I suppose this works. Let's just put it out.
It doesn't work. It's awful. Yeah, whatever. And we have the Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged
Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold, yeah.
That
Whatever.
was fun watching you try to do that.
Yeah.
Well, what is happening there?
Oh my word. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to do a 10-hit combo. I'll take 2 or 3. So this is War Gods. This is pretty fucking bad.
Super not great.
It's super, super not good.
Well, you're in luck, Mark, because next week on the show we're going to be playing Hexen.
Cool. So we gone from a knockoff Mortal Kombat to a knockoff Doom.
Yeah.
Great.
So stay tuned for that on Retro Corner 64. This, like I said, has been Retro Corner 64. Our chronological look at every single N64 game released in English-speaking territories. We do the show every week on a Wednesday. From us here at linktothecast.eu, at linktothecast on Twitter to get all your links. Follow us, subscribe to the podcast on your podcast platform of preferences, and yeah, Mark is at Lithium Project on the tweet machine. I'm at Dave Ryan IV, and we'll see you next week. Hexen.